turn on it a little bit and see how this boost gauge reacts. See what we get. What's up, you guys? It's Cody coming back at you with another video, and today I will be testing out the GlowShift gauges for you guys. So if you saw my last video, you saw that I just installed those two new GlowShift gauges. One is for turbo boost and one is for exhaust gas temperatures. And I did not make a how to install video. I installed them on the weekend real quick. So I will be going ahead and showing you guys them operating. Normally the truck sits here at home while I go to work out of town, but I take the work truck. I have a company work truck that I take to work every day. So since I've been out of town, the truck's been sitting here, but the work truck needs to have some maintenance done. So I dropped it off at Ford, and I will not be getting it back until like the end of next week. So I will be driving my 7.3 to work tomorrow, to the job site. So I will show you guys those gauges working. It'll be early in the morning. It'll actually be dark out and the gauges lights will be on, so it'll look kind of cool. It'll look better than doing it in the daytime anyways. You'll be able to see better. So that'll be tomorrow morning. I'll take you guys along for that drive, and you guys can check out, you know, what our EGTs are at idle, and then accelerating, driving on the freeway, stuff like that. We can see what kind of boost that gauge is showing that we're getting from the turbo and stuff like that. So that'll be in the morning. Now, if you guys have not seen them, if you missed the last video, here are the gauges right here. Again, two GlowShift gauges. We got turbo boost and EGTs. Let me turn, again, I showed these in the last video, but if you missed it, turn these on real quick. It's kind of hard to see, so again, it'll be better tomorrow when it's dark and we're driving in the dark and they're lit up. You'll see them a little better. So those are the new gauges. Those are the ones we will be testing out in the morning. You guys can see, you know, how the truck is operating and stuff like that. When I get back, I will be doing an oil change. I still have like over 1,000 miles before I really need to do an oil change. This trip this week, driving to the job site and then around town every day and back, will probably be like 300 miles ish. So with 1,000 miles to go and a 300 mile trip, you know, I'll just change it when I get back. But we will be testing out the oil drain plug for the first time. Oh, I'm sorry, not oil drain plug, the oil drain valve. There it is. I installed that a long time ago, but again, don't put many miles on the truck. I gotta do I gotta look around and see. It looks like I've developed a new oil leak. I fixed a lot of the 7.3's oil leaks, so I have not had any leaks on this thing for a while, but it looks like we got a new one. There's some oil down here, so I'll be looking into that soon. But anyways, there is our valve, oil drain valve. We'll be testing that, and you guys will see that next week. So that's to come. We'll check out that oil drain valve next week and see just how clean of an oil change we can get with it. And then also one last thing before it'll be morning and we can test out those gauges, just so you guys know, we got some new decals. This is the small black hard hat, no half-ass decal. You guys, this decal is $5 with free shipping. Seriously, go on my website, nohalfassapparel.com, get yourself a hard hat decal, $5. It doesn't have to be, I advertise it as a hard hat decal, but you can use it for whatever. It's just a plain black decal. And then we have these ones, which are a little smaller than our 10-inch ones. There's the normal 10-inch one. This is about a 6-inch one. So we have these ones. I think I have them for $7 with free shipping. And then we have the 10-inch one, which is $10 with free shipping. This is all currently, those prices can change. It's subject to change over time, but right now it's July 2021. Those are the prices. And then also we have a large no half-ass decal. I finally put a large one on the back of my truck, but I don't have any for sale yet. Hopefully I can start getting those made to sell pretty soon. For now, I just have this one for my truck. So yeah, go to nohalfassapparel.com, pick yourself up a decal, you guys. Those small decals, those three, the 10-inch one, the 6 or 7-inch one, and then the little 5-inch hard hat one, all free shipping, $5 to $10. Go check it out. And if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like 7.3 content, hit the like button if you enjoy this video. Commenting down below automatically enters you into a no half-ass decal giveaway that we do every single video. Leave a comment and you could win a decal for free. And that's pretty much that. Let's go ahead and hit the road while in the morning and check out these gauges. All right, you guys, here we are at idle. There's the EGT, exhaust gas temperature gauge. Running at about 290, almost 300 degrees. Let's start accelerating and see what this thing does. 4 in the morning. so you could see. Back down to 300. See, you probably can't see anything right now, sorry, but we got up to about 700 degrees right there. Wasn't accelerating too hard, just normal standard accelerating. Right now up to about, looks like 1,000 degrees. We're at the 10 times 100. Going about 73 now, cruising on the highway, 73, 74. Not a super hot acceleration, but yeah, dropping down. I'm letting off the accelerator a little bit, so we're dropping down 700, a little bit below 700 degrees now. Alright, so let's try getting on it a little bit and see how this boost gauge reacts. See what we get. Consistently right there as I accelerated. That's pretty much what I get if I go from like a stop, you know, from 0 to a hard acceleration. 30 is about what I get max. So I'll actually have to look back on this video and see if you can see the EGT gauge, see what the exhaust gas temperatures were at, because I was looking at the boost. I did not see what my exhaust gas temperatures got to, so I'm sure you guys saw it, and I'll check it out when I watch the video. Another thing that we can talk about is how well the Mishimoto transcooler is still working on this truck. I've talked about it and did a little review of it in another video, but you can see in the top right corner right there, the truck is fully warmed up. We were holding 30 PSI, you know, going fast on the highway, and I have not passed 138 degrees on my edge for the transmission temps. There it is, top right corner, 138 degrees, 139. So, yep, Mishimoto transcooler is still working great, keeping the trans temps nice and cool. Alright, you guys, just a little update. We've been driving for about an hour and a half now. I got cruise control set right now to about 70. So, you guys can check out the gauge. Try and get as still as possible for you. Give me 1 second. There you go. You can see in the center about 208 degrees on engine oil temperatures. We were going up a hill earlier, and I was consistently at about 220, which I know is acceptable. You can see 220 on these trucks, and you'll be all right. It's not dangerous levels, but I wasn't really happy seeing that much. I might try and do some research and see if there's something I could do to keep those temperatures a little lower on the engine oil side. Transmission, we're at about 150. That's been pretty consistent. 152. Haven't gone really above 152 on the transmission. And again, at 70 miles an hour cruise control with the 488s, we're sitting at about 2100 RPM. Really trying my best to get you guys some good views. Okay, so also at 70 miles an hour, 2100 RPM, we're sitting at about 500 degrees on the EGTs, slightly above 500. Nice healthy number. 50. We're going up to about 600 now, slightly going uphill. So all good. Everything seems pretty good. Again, the engine oil temperatures got a little high at 220, but I'm pretty sure that's okay. That's 220 isn't anything to be too nervous about. Alright, you guys, I just finished work. Crazy thing happened this morning. I was on my way to the job site. As you guys saw, I was showing you the gauges, this and that. And it's about a 2.5 hour drive. And I got 5 minutes away from my job site and realized that I left my badge that I need to get on site in my work truck at the Ford dealership. So I drove 2.5 hours out here, realized I forgot my badge. I tried to see if they would let me in on a temporary badge for the week, and they would not do it. They're super strict. I had to drive 2.5 hours home to the Ford dealership, pick up the badge, the access badge, and then drive 2.5 hours back. And with stops and this and that, I left my house at 4 in the morning and finally got to the job site for good at 12:30 afternoon. 8.5 hours I drove today. 8.5 hours. It was about 400 miles. I did 400 miles today in the 7.3, and the 7.3 never shut off because even whenever I got out of the truck, I just left it running. So I actually have the remote start, as many of you know, and with the remote start, I can hit the button for the remote start. So that is my remote start button in the middle. I initiate remote start. I can turn the key off. My radio turned off, everything turned off, but the truck is still running. And with this, I can actually get out of the truck, key is off, truck is running, and I can set my alarm, lock the car, lock the truck, unlock it, and it's running this whole time. So basically I left the truck running while I went to Ford, when I got to the job site the first time and tried to get the temporary badge, I left it running. And so it ran, my truck ran for 8.5 hours without shutting off. 8.5 hours, 400 miles total, and hey, the truck did great. I'm happy to say that. The truck did, you know, no issues. I mean, that's the longest I've ever had it on and driven it, you know, 8.5 hours straight and that many miles in one day. But the 7.3 Old Faithful did great, no issues. By the way, another thing about the remote start, so let me turn the remote start back off. So we're in the normal mode. I'm gonna turn the remote start back on. Okay, take my key out, power down. So let's just say I got out of the truck, locked it. I'm inside right now. I'm gonna pick up a freaking pizza because again, I'm staying out of town, so I kind of am eating like crap since I'm out of town. Let's just say someone real quick while I'm inside breaks the window and tries to get in the truck and steal it. The ignition key still doesn't work without the key, and I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this. Hitting the brake is a kill switch. So all I did was hit the brake pedal, which you need in order to shift into reverse or drive, and it killed the ignition. So now the truck, So now the truck is off and no one can steal it while I'm inside. So yeah, pretty cool feature. But anyways, just want to share that story with you guys again. 8.5 hours in one day. Good old 7.3, no issues. I actually did calculate. I did like 400 miles exactly, and I filled up when I got here and calculated. I got about 13, 14 miles per gallon, which is pretty good because usually I only see 10 miles per gallon in this truck no matter what, whether I do a lot of city driving, highway driving, whatever, it doesn't matter. This truck gets 10 miles per gallon no matter what. But that's my first time calculating the fuel economy since doing the re-gear. So that's with the 488s, the brand new 488s, and big, mostly like 99% highway trip. We got about 13, 14 miles per gallon with 40-inch tires. That's not too bad, I can't complain, but it was about $150 worth of fuel with diesel, cost of diesel right now. One station that I went to yesterday to initially fill the truck up before this trip, it was $5.10 a gallon for diesel. The station that I went to right now, I think it was like $4 a gallon instead, a little cheaper out here where I'm at rather than back home. But yeah, lots of money in fuel. All right, you guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, showed you guys my new gauges. Just the two for now. I might get an additional temperature sensing probe that I can add on to the edge monitor that will track the transmission temperature, transmission fluid temperatures more accurately. So right now the edge is just reading it off of the OBD2. So like I said, I might get that that probe so that way it's actually completely accurate. So That's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure you comment down below so you can enter into the No Half Ass decal giveaway. Go to nohalfasspro.com, pick yourself up one if you just want to go ahead and grab one now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.